Mwah! Hello, friends. And look at this. Look at that. This is the present that my son gave me for Christmas, an early Christmas present. He made it for me at school. This is supposed to be a portrait of me. And I love how lifelike it is. Earlier this week, somebody direct messaged me that I should make videos with my kids in English, or more of them. I don't really make any of them in English. I only speak to my children in Spanish, and here's why. I'm their dad. I think that's what's best for them. I also grew up that way. My parents only spoke to me in Spanish, and that is why I am fluent in Spanish and totally bilingual. If you had the opportunity to speak more than one language, wouldn't you want to? I also like to keep it real. This is my real life. This is what we really do in my house. I'm not going to start speaking to, well, actually, that's not true. I don't speak to my mom in English normally, but my mom already knows Spanish. My mom already knows English. Studies show, it is proven that immersion is the best and truly only way to be absolutely fluent in another language. That's why I want to make sure, and it's a challenge for me. Sometimes it would be way easier for me to speak in English to my kids, but I don't. I want to make sure that they know Spanish, and I want to make sure they know it even better than I do, which is why I'm doing a few things differently than my parents did it. My parents only spoke Spanish at home, but they let me watch English language television. My kids, don't watch TV barely ever, and then maybe like once every 8 or 9 days when they do watch television, it's only Spanish language TV. Thankfully, Netflix has the Spanish language track on almost all of their programming. Not everything, but almost. Another thing that I am doing differently than my parents is I would only speak to my sister at home in English and to my parents in Spanish. My kids, I am the only parent. I am both good cop and bad cop. So if I catch my kids saying any phrase, anything in English, time out. They only speak to each other in Spanish, and that will continue. You know how they say, as long as you're in my house. I only spoke Spanish at home, and my English is pretty damn good, I would say. And if you are bothered or don't enjoy the videos of me and my kids where they're speaking in Spanish, then don't watch them. It's as simple as that. Scroll past it or unfollow me. And putting the energy out into the universe, I would love more money so that I could do even more things. Like, learning another language is not cheap to pay for private tutoring, but I would love for my kids to speak French, Italian, Portuguese, Japanese. Like, it'd be great if they were polyglots. Fancy word, right? But let's start off with just one other language in addition to Spanish and English. I would love that for them. I would make the time on weekends, Saturday and Sunday, every Saturday and Sunday morning. You have to take 2 hours of this or 2 hours of that. So more money for me, because I'm the cheapest person. We've established this. I don't like to spend money on things I don't have to. So if I start making a lot more money, then I will put my kids in other languages as well as Spanish and English. And yeah, that's why I speak to my kids in Spanish. I do what I think is best for them. I have thought out everything. There is always a reason for my parenting. I don't just go by the seat of my pants. I mean, a lot of it, though, is just intuition and what feels right. But, you know, this, that, like I analyze it. I want to be the best dad possible, so I put thought into it. And yeah, I wanted to just on the record make a video addressing why I do it. And I hope that answers your questions. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment. Also, follow me if you're not following me, and yet I need another cup of coffee. And share this video if you would be so kind. Thank you. Mwah.